Okay, I'm gonna begin my lawnmower maintenance tomorrow. This is the blade that I just brought from Sears, and right now I'm checking the balance. And as you can see, this thing is almost perfectly balanced. You know, it's just a little bit heavy on this side, just a little bit, but not much of a difference though. If it was a big difference, I would take a file and just file this down some, take off some of the metal. But right now it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna just replace this just as it is, because it looks good. Okay, it's spring, time to cut some grass, and it's time to do some work on my lawnmower. And I have to get this thing up to par before I start cutting some grass. What I need to do is change the blade. I got to change the oil, and that's what I got to do. So the first thing you do when you do any kind of maintenance on a lawnmower is you want to disconnect the cable from the spark plug. I took the cable and I taped it here. I want it far away from it. And then you need to get the fuel out of the lawnmower. Then you need to take the oil out. Okay, and this is the first time I use this thing. This is a siphon transfer hose, and it's supposed to get the fuel from the lawnmower to my gas can. So let's see how that works. It has a bulb here that you're supposed to squeeze, and it has the arrow the direction that you want it to go. And you have this going into the lawnmower and here into my gas can. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's working. I'll just screw out of here. Okay. Bulb. You gotta constantly let's see what happens. When you have the hose touching this no air, the bulb stays. It doesn't inflate, doesn't properly blow up. So let's see what you gotta do now. You can't have it flat on the metal, whereas not getting in there. Okay, that's about most of it. Okay, there's a little drop in there, but I don't think that's going to matter much. But for the most part, most of the fuel is out of here. Okay, so I'll just set this aside for now. Okay, now I want to get the oil out. To do that, over here, take this oil stick out, and I just tilt it. Over here, I think, let me see. Gotta be a better way of doing this. gas that was there. That's coming out too. There was a little corner in there. Okay, I think that's most of the oil. Okay. That didn't quite go as planned. But I got the oil out. It was low too. Now what I need to do, I got a little oil on the side, that don't mean nothing. Now what I need to do is tilt it so that I can get to the blades. Okay? When you do that, the carburetor and the filter must be up. I guess that's this end. Yeah. Check it out so you can see it. Okay. This blade ain't in that bad of shape. I could sharpen this. Use it for a backup. Okay. So, let me mark this. Okay, me again. Okay, we'll take this blade off. I just measured it. It takes a 9/16. I put the universal blade holder on to keep the blade from moving while I'm trying to take this bolt off. Okay, so let me get my my breaker bar and take this nut off, this bolt. Hope this thing don't give me a hard time because it's never been off before. It wasn't hard at all. Expect to be a little harder than that. That's pretty good. Let me just get a ratchet. Wow, I expected it to be a lot harder than that. Well, pretty good. Okay. Okay, so we have the bolt and we got two washers here. Keep all these little pieces together. Okay, here's the bolt and here's the two washers. Okay, I have to take this universal blade holder on to get this blade off before I put the new one on. Okay. So take this off. I'll just slide it on the side here. That's it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the other blade, but I'm gonna scrape out some of this grass and stuff before I put the new blade on. Okay, back again. Got the blade off, and this is the old blade. You know, it's not that bad. I'm gonna sharpen this and keep this one back up. And this is a new blade. They're identical because I got from Sears, and you can see it lines up perfectly. It also says on here grass side, let you know that this is the side that's facing the grass. See, let's put that down here for now. Also, there's a little star formation on here that would have to line up with the star formation on the blade. There we go. Did it come off? Okay. Now, I'm going to put this universal blade holder back on. Wow, what's that? Okay, the blade ain't going nowhere. Now, when you put this bolt on, don't just use a ratchet. You really should use a torque wrench, okay? And according to the factory specs, it should be 35 to 40 foot-pounds of torque on this bolt. And I have a torque wrench here just for that. You gotta be careful with these torque wrenches because they're very delicate. If you drop this thing, they need to be recalibrated. Okay, it's just that simple. Now, okay, I have to set it 20 because when you store this, you're supposed to set it at 20% of the maximum torque. And this is a 20 to 100 foot-pound torque wrench. So I need to set it up to 40. 40. Okay, that's 40. I don't know if you can see it. But that's 40 foot-pounds right there. And when you put these on, you know, it should click, let you know that you reached the torque that you're looking for. So let's see how this goes. Okay, I think I got it now. You can hardly hear the click, but I think I did hear it. I was testing it out to making sure I'm doing this right. So I'm gonna do this. I don't know if you can hear the click or not, but it'll click, let you know that you reached the torque that you have it set on. Okay. Nothing yet. There it was right there. Back up. Yep. That's it. It's a very quiet click, but that lets you know that you reached the torque that you're looking for. Now, all I do is take off this universal blade hold, and that's it. Well, good. I don't know for sure when I go to run this bad boy. I got some more stuff to do. I'm not going to do it today. I got to put the air filter on and also a spark plug. That's for another time. But the main thing today was the blade and getting the oil in the fuel line. Okay, I'm about finishing up now. Today I'm going to finish up the maintenance on my lawnmower. And all I have left to do is to change the air filter and to change the spark plug. I already got rid of the oil, I changed the blade, and that's all that's left, the air filter and the spark plug. And of course the spark plug is still, the cable's off from yesterday. Got it taped up here. And to take the air filter, to change the air filter, all you do is take the screw off. So you get a screwdriver. I should have got a smaller one. Get the screwdriver. Just can leave it in there. Okay, this drops down, and here's the air filter, and this comes out, pops out. Like, oh, look how dirty this is. Good Lord. Whew. Okay. Let me put this off a little bit. And you put the new air filter in. But look at the difference between this and this. That's why you have to do this kind of regularly. I've been kind of sleeping on this. This is pathetic to let it get this dirty. You know, really shouldn't happen. So you put this back in like this. Pop this back up. And you just put the screw in. Smaller. Okay, that's good enough. And that's all for the air filter. Now for the spark plug, and this will be the last. All you need is a ratchet, and I have a special spark plug socket for spark plugs only. A spark plug socket, I think, is like 13 by 16. And you just, you don't need extension, you just need a socket and a ratchet. You just take the spark plug out. Wrong way. Take this spark plug. I don't look too bad, but it's time to go. And your new spark plug. And of course you have to gap this. This is supposed to be gapped at on 0.030. And here's my spark plug gauge. And the way you do that is you take this gauge and start at the smallest point and you slide it up till you get some resistance. It's just a little above 0.30. So you mash it down a little bit. You mash it down to make it smaller, and you reverse it and you mash it up to make it bigger. Okay. No, not yet. Just a little bit more. Okay, and that's, no, not yet. Okay, and that's about 0.30. And you just put this back in. No torquing or nothing is necessary, like you would on a car. Okay, now I can take this spark plug wire, put this back in, so it'll be ready when I'm ready to start. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for the maintenance. And And to wrap things up, the three things that I thought was most useful for this lawnmower maintenance was when I wanted to remove the gas from the lawnmower to my gas tank, I use this siphon transfer hose. Now the manual says to just let it run until it stops, until it runs out. Waste of gas. This is much better. This is much better. You save the gas and you just transfer the gas from the lawnmower to your gas tank. I found this very useful with the maintenance. Also found useful was this universal blade holder. This thing is amazing because when I looked at a lot of videos, a lot of people, the old school ways, they take 2x4s and they block it between the blade and the lawnmower, and they trying to put it in a position where the blade doesn't move. It slips, it takes a while to get it right. This gets it right and it's much better. It's not going to slip where you can slip and cut yourself on these sharp blades. This you put in, like I showed you in the video, and it is very, very good. I recommend this for anybody that wants to do this. And last but not least, my breaker bar. Now, when I was removing the blade and I tried it with a ratchet in the socket, couldn't move it. It wouldn't move. But when I used the breaker bar, it came off like butter. So much easier. Doesn't make sense not to use a breaker bar. So when you do lawnmower maintenance, I recommend those three things: a breaker bar, universal blade holder, and the siphon transfer hose. And that's pretty much it. My maintenance is done. I'm gonna fill this up with gas and oil when I'm ready to cut grass, and that's pretty much it. And that's all I have to say about that.